have you with us from Tampa, Raymond James Stadium, as we are set for a showdown in the ReliaQuest Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense will go on the attack first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backing up and backing up on the first two plays, now to try to throw it in drive on third down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Smith dropping to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Look, I know this guy's tiny, but on these slant throws as a DB, you got to get your hands on him because he's just too quick. He's going to cross your face too easy otherwise, and he did right there.
Now the play fake. Looking to buy time. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. And the Commodores will call on their punt team.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
So the Wisconsin Badgers offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up of 6. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Badgers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The inside handoff. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Badgers are marching down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Commodores line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Fires to the tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The offense set for a first down play. Smith wants to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And as quarterbacks, you've got to be aware of secondary pressure. You've got to know when these free safeties, they start creeping towards the line of scrimmage, that they might get involved. You've got to have an answer for it. The QB didn't have one that time.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. And the deflection on 3rd down, how big is that? Forces a 4th down. And the Commodores send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You're probably not going to always live in man-to-man and put your safety, especially your free safety, on a wide receiver, on a guy with great speed. But really nice coverage, nice defense, nice job staying between the receiver and the quarterback and swatting that ball to the ground.
He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finds a tight end. Hey, what about that move to pick up a couple of extra yards? He's down at the 38. 2nd down coming up. Looking to pass. It's Baker. They've got the screen set up. Turning it on! And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back saw that.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Badgers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking for room. It's ball. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wade. Oh, he's got some space. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Trying play action. Still looking. Heaves it deep. Finds a spot in the middle. There he goes. Look at that toughness. Just running through everybody. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Badger.
How about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Running back searching for a hole. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Baker. Looking down the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the...
There he goes! All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
That's a good-looking run there. And if you're going to be RB1 for Wisconsin, you're going to be pretty talented. Because you think of the guys they've had in this backfield in recent years, the Heisman Trophy winner Ron Dane, Monty Ball. How about Jonathan Taylor that's getting it done now on Sundays? This guy's got power, he's got speed, he's got shiftiness, he's got all the tools you need to be successful and play on Sunday.
Tight ends nowadays, they're oversized wide receivers. They run routes like wide receivers. They make people miss now in space. They're guys that are now featured in offenses where in the past that wasn't the case.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Caught over the middle. It's Horn. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Badgers line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. That play looked as if it had a chance to be productive, but the open field tackle stopped.
And it's tough to get a running back one-on-one on the ground in the open field. You want guys swarming to the football to try to make that play. But understand that guy's a weapon. Good job on the defense seeing it, breaking on the football, getting him on the ground.
Rides the back on the option, the give. A stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Commodores will send out the punt unit. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Dances away to buy time. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground, their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wade. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The play action fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Badgers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Quarterback in trouble, just dump it right in the gut. Don't make him reach for it, just put it right on the body of the fullback.
Yeah, Reese, you got to be real accurate when you throw to these guys. Not the biggest catch radius, let's just say. Moving forward, though, I think we're going to see this fullback play a big role in this offense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Smith dropping to pass. Dances away. It's complete to the right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The snap sets up the throw. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Big guy smells it. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Commodores.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Tate. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, 2 quarters in the books in the ReliaQuest Bowl. A couple of teams who have battled their way here, looking to bring home some hardware for the trophy case.
And the Commodores will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. That's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this 2nd half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing, they're in this bowl game because...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
He's open on the right. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Badgers with the 1st and 10. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Handoff from the gun. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Badgers are on the move. Going to the running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Pucks it out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Badgers will punt it away on 4th down. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Pulls it in. It's ball.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Tight end now in motion. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. The Commodores come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Smith wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. On the run, it's Vaughn. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Still looking on the move. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a 1st down.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that 1st down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do it.
Breaks into the open. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. The give on the inside. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the 1st half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the 2nd half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Takes it the other way. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Flips it out on the screen. Breaks the tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Off the play fake. He tries to take the top off. Pulls it in down the sideline. Off and running. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wisconsin. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that 1st.
Here comes the option. The give to the tailback. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
So first down will open up the final period. Smith dropping to pass. Pulls it in. It's Vaughn. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to...
Touchdown, Vanderbilt! They move on top here in the fourth. Ready to try the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Back to throw, it's Baker. Here comes the heat. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And the Badgers will punt this one away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Here's a return from midfield. Touchdown, Vandy! Special teams proving to be special.
Well, the punter wasn't able to get a lot of leg on that one, and it gave him a chance to field it, and then he found his lane, he put his foot in the ground, and it was off to the races. A huge momentum-shifting play on special teams for that touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Handoff to the single back. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Turning it on. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Peters. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Baker. Going for it all. Touchdown, Badger! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now 3rd down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. The Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll try the run, fighting off the defender. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and
He's going to throw deep right side. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on 4th down. Got the first down and more. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. After converting that 4th down with the run, that opens up the playbook here on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. And the Badgers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To throw, it's Baker. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. Kept getting his past the marker. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Makes the grab. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shot.
And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. He's taking the shot, and they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Man, and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there, and you can tell just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that one.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
Grab behind the line. It's ball. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Dropping back, it's Baker. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. The Badgers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Under fire. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
So here comes our first play of overtime. Looking for room. It's ball.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Smith wants to throw. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. Down by a field goal, and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
How about getting that big play on the ground here in OT? Great job up front by the offensive line. This has been a long, hard-fought, physical game, but these guys look like they could play for at least another couple of quarters.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Puts it right down the boulevard, no sign of nerves, and we'll go to another overtime.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Now first down here in the second overtime. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll run play action. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. This thing has been back and forth now, first and goal as they try to take the lead in overtime number 2. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the
touchdown, Wisconsin! That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime. Now in the second overtime, you must go for the 2-point conversion.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Using his legs, it's Ball. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. With a condensed field in overtime, if you can establish the run, it is a huge advantage.
Big-time advantage. You establish your physicality, come out the gates, put you in a positive way. Now, I can play action, opens the whole playbook.
To the ground, he's got it again. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Pocket breaking down. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. First and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone. He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Dores! They got one score they needed. Now they need the deuce to send us to triple OT.
Man, what a great response by this offense, going down the field, scoring the touchdown. Now, I've got to go for 2. I know the new overtime rules. They changed this years ago. Jesse, you should work on this in practice. What's your go-to